And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mags Mickelson, and welcome back to CBW. Tonight we have a super shakedown for you, featuring three amazing matches. Remy Ravage taking on Holden Holloway, a throwback, never released match between Makari Moon and Scotty Matthews for the Genesis Championship, and the actual current Genesis champion, Captain Law, going one-on-one with Bulldozer. These three matches are sure to fill you with joy, and they are action-packed. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's throw it down to the ring for some CBW action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Marion, Ohio, he is the Hollowed One, Holden Holloway.
And the crowd not a fan of Holden Holloway here tonight as he looks to take on Showtime Remy Ravage.
And his opponent, from Portland, Oregon, she is Showtime Remy Ravage.
And Showtime Remy Ravage here tonight looking to take out Holden Holloway. Holden Holloway loves to bang heads and knock them out. So tonight this is definitely a clash of styles. You've got Holden Holloway, the brawler, Remy Ravage, the technical high flyer. And this clash of styles is sure to bring excitement in this first matchup here tonight. As the bell is rung, use hashtag Holden versus Remy to talk about this match on social media. Remy starting off with some mind games here, sitting out on Holden, calling him no fun. And both competitors back on their feet. Remy not gonna let Holden's lack of fun keep her down, as she's going to go after the arm here now. Holden Holloway, though, quick to grab for the go behind and up and over. Remy able to lock in an arm bar here.
Like that. Should have had some fun.
Holden's foot on the rope. Remy breaks the hold, and Holden not giving Remy a chance to breathe. There with the ground and pound in the corner, and a big running knee into the corner. That hollow point knee dropped across the sternum of Remy Ravage here. And this is what I mean by the brawler style of Holden Holloway, picking a limb and just mutilating it, beating down Remy Ravage thus far. Dragging Remy back to her feet, and now we're going to see a little bit of technical from Holden here. This is not a normal thing from Holden Holloway, trying to dip into his technical, but if you're going to go swing for swing in the technical field with Remy Ravage, you're going to come up short. Remy Ravage, one of the best technical wrestlers CBW had at this point.
Wrestling!
And then with the side headlock on, Holden Holloway will drop over the side suplex there. And an elbow drop to boot. Goes in for the pin. And a near fall there for Holden. 2 count only.
Who are you, ACT?
And Holden has to stay on Remy if he wants to walk away with the victory in this one-on-one contest. Now laying those shots in on Remy in the corner. Big right hand from Holden Holloway. Holden gonna come out of the corner. Went for that splash. Remy had it scouted though. Now with some clubs over the back. Remy Ravage looking to take advantage here. Big chop in the corner. Gonna throw Holden off into the other corner, and there's that jumping forearm, followed by the bulldog. Patented Remy Ravage offense there. Goes in for the cover. 1, 2, and a near fall. Holden able to get the ropes here in this matchup. Moon picking, holding back up to his feet here. Gonna trade blows back and forth now. And Remy getting the upper hand of that back and forth situation. Gonna go for a huge tornado DDT there. Taking hold and Holloway out. And another near fall. Remy Ravage surely has to be wondering what she's got to do to keep Holden Holloway down here tonight. Remy could be looking for the R2. Holden, though, swings out of it. That float under DDT spiking Remy Ravage on her head. 1, 2, 3, and the hollow point DDT gets the victory for Holden. Banging heads once again, ladies and gentlemen. Holden Holloway overcomes Remy Ravage here tonight on this special Super Shakedown, episode 51. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stay tuned because we're going to have 2 more matches coming up for you right after this short commercial break.
Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see here. Ooh, what's this? CBW has a new website?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. CBW has its very own website. On the homepage, you get all the recent happenings and the headlines to do with the channel, as well as a link to the merch site. Go and pick yourself up some merch, and you can see all of the upcoming premieres on the CBW channel, as well as a quick glance at the CBW's current roster. And if you click that little button at the top, you can go through and see all of the results from Critical Backyard Wrestling since the end of the Chaos era. Ladies and gentlemen, please check out CBW's brand new website,
criticalwrestling.wixsite.com/Indiana.
The following contest is a Genesis Championship matchup. Introducing first, from Osaka, Japan, this is Makari Moon.
And Makari Moon here in CBW, fresh off the plane from Osaka, Japan. This contest was meant to be a shakedown episode during Scotty Matthews' Critical Championship run. Unfortunately, due to extenuating circumstances, this match was lost to the archive. However, tonight we pulled it from the vault specifically to give you a third match on this episode of Super Shakedown, and it's guaranteed to be a banger.
Who is the CBW Genesis Champion, accompanied to the ring by Bulldozer, the Stimulus Briefcase Holder, the Cerebral Mastermind, Scotty Matthews.
And here we see Scotty Matthews flanked by his brother Bulldozer, and these two tore CBW apart. After their debut, these two came in and kicked the door down, poured gasoline all over the CBW, and lit the place on fire. And tonight will be no different as Scotty Matthews takes on Makari Moon. Bulldozer, however, going one-on-one with Captain Law in our main event tonight. So we're going to see what Makari Moon and Scotty Matthews have for one another. And as you see, Scotty Matthews surrendering the brass knuckles. Those brass knuckles would become a patented weapon for Scotty Matthews throughout his tenure here in CBW.
I think I should probably check you now.
Now Festus gonna check Scotty.
Check him! Check
Because, you know, you give up one weapon, you never know what other ones you might have.
You never know what gold that leprechaun's hiding.
Okay. All fair.
Makari!
Doing the check on Makari as well.
Good. Ready? Ready? Ring the bell!
And the bell's been rung. Use hashtag Scotty versus Moon to talk about this match on social media. Makari trying to get the crowd hyped up behind them. And Makari with the side headlock here on Scotty Matthews. Scotty gonna go around and get the headlock of his own, and Makari working the arm of his opponent tonight. Scotty Matthews is gonna get the arm back of his own. And Makari has lost a shoe. Gonna try and sweep the leg of Scotty, but Scotty had that scouted. Gut-wrench here. Beautiful gut-wrench powerbomb, dropping Makari Moon down. And ladies and gentlemen, don't let Scotty Matthews' height fool you. He is a powerhouse. Built like a brick shithouse without the shit.
Is this Lucha or is this strong style?
And now looks to be stepping through for potentially a sharpshooter here on Makari Moon, but Scotty didn't think to pull Moon away from the ropes. Moon able to grab the ropes there and force the break. Scotty has Moon scouted here. Big running shoulder tackle in the corner there. Scotty gonna get Makari up on the ropes here. Could have been looking for potentially a superplex, but Makari had it scouted with a huge tornado DDT. Catching Scotty off guard here with a deep cover. Scotty barely able to get the shoulder up on that deep pinfall there. Scotty smartly powdering to the outside of the ring here.
Where's he going? Out of the ring.
I need to see this Makari person hit a Kinshasa.
One!
Dozer on the apron here.
3!
Oh! Scotty accidentally catches Dozer. Makari with the roll up. And Scotty able to kick out. A rare miscommunication between those two. Scotty has Makari on his shoulders. And a huge DDT. Makari fought out of the fireman's carry, only to get caught with that huge DDT. And now Scotty has to stay on Makari here, trying to pick Makari up.
Must be this tall to wrestle.
And is Scotty going for an angle slam? An Olympic slam there by Scotty Matthews, and Makari again gets the shoulder up. I'm sure Scotty Matthews has to be wondering what he's got to do to put Makari Moon away here. Scotty with a cheap shot there to Makari. Makari with one back, trading blows back and forth here. Makari with some big elbows now. Rocking Scotty into the corner, and a chop from Makari Moon there. Snapmare and a huge lariat to the back of the neck of Scotty Matthews. Jesus Christ, tried to knock his head off his shoulders.
That was the CBS receipt right there.
Makari scouting Scotty here. Was looking for the moonwalk there. Caught with a GTS. And Scotty lining Makari up for a brain shake there. And that's all she wrote. Scotty Matthews walks away with the victory and would have retained the Genesis Championship in this Genesis Championship match had this match been posted when it was supposed to the first time around. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another short commercial break, and then we're going into our main event.
This is what a champion looks like. At least my challengers show up.
And it is main event time, ladies and gentlemen. The Law of the Land, Captain Law here, finally going one-on-one with Bulldozer. This matchup originally was supposed to happen before Captain Law would win the Genesis Championship. But now it is happening today, here on Super Shakedown, episode 51. The Law of the Land squares off.
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah!
With Bulldozer.
Come on! Woo! That's what I like to hear.
And now we are being introduced to Captain Law's opponent for the evening, Bulldozer. And these two go way back like 4 flats on a Cadillac with no doors. These two have some history. Bulldozer would attack Captain Law after Law would retain the Genesis Championship against Remy Ravage, setting up for these two to go one-on-one in what was supposed to be a King of the Mountain match. But instead tonight, we get Bulldozer one-on-one with Captain Law.
Ray Dozer? Ray Law? Ring bell.
Hold on.
Use hashtag Law versus Dozer to talk
You know how
about
you
this.
go, ah! I need you to do something for me. I need you to do the roar.
Law playing games with
Do the
Dozer.
roar. You're fucking lame.
Do the roller. Do the roller. Do the roller.
And Law may be underestimating Bulldozer in this match, trying to play these mind games with Bulldozer may not pose too smart
Big ass forehead's got a good point.
for the current Genesis champion. As now we go into a collar and elbow tie-up. Law gonna get the side headlock here on Dozer. Dozer gonna push him off the ropes here. Both of these guys are big, broody powerhouses. Law with the weight advantage over Dozer, but the height almost similar. Maybe an inch difference at most, and I doubt that inch is gonna come into play here.
How about we both run? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Now they're both going to go off the ropes at one another. Huge shoulder tackle. Law does get the advantage over Dozer, and Dozer doesn't look too pleased about that.
Wrestling!
Law took too long pandering to the crowd and eats a splash from Bulldozer, however. Huge snapmare out of the corner. Diving clothesline there. Goes in for the cover. Only a 1 count, though. Dozer trying to get Law back up to his feet here. Law sweeps the leg of Dozer with a quick pinfall. Another 1 count. And a quick strike there from Law. And that's the veteran instinct of Law there. Able to scout what Dozer had coming next. Didn't see that chop coming though. And Dozer working on the arms here. We know Law has a history of broken arms. Dozer going to come off the ropes. Big senton there. And a near fall for Bulldozer there. Dozer admonishing the ref here, and don't want to take your eyes off of Law for too long here. Law gonna try and get back in this here. As Law gonna catch Dozer with a huge DDT there. And again, I think Law may have been underestimating Dozer going into this match. But underestimate Dozer no more. Law has finally figured out that Dozer is a force to be reckoned with here. Law gonna come off the ropes, going for that huge big boy body splash there, but Dozer had it scouted and rolled out of the way. Again, Dozer has almost had Law's number this entire match. Gonna throw Law off. And a huge deep 6 there. Law able to grab the ropes. Dozer pulling out a last-ditch effort maneuver there. Dozer getting back to his feet here. Big shot there by Dozer. Law with a big uppercut. Huge right hand uppercut jabs here. What is Law doing here? What is Law doing? A springboard cutter by the Law of the Land. I don't think I've ever seen him do that.
1, 2.
And Dozer gets his foot on the ropes off the springboard cutter. Law pulling out all the stops here tonight. Pulls Dozer to the middle of the ring so he can't get his foot back on the rope. And this isn't smart by Law. It's giving Dozer a chance to catch his breath. As Dozer caught Law with a big kick there. Dozer going to come off the ropes. Huge meat hook lariat there. And almost getting the 3 there, but Festus didn't see Law's arm in between Dozer's legs. Law catching Dozer a little bit on that kick out. Dozer back to his feet here. And a big kick to the side there. And now Dozer looks to be scouting the ropes, pulling Law into position. Dozer going up to the middle rope. Big elbow drop right across the chest of Law. And Law able to kick out. And indeed, barely getting the shoulder up at 2 there. These two gladiators have put each other through hell thus far in this match. I mean, Law pulled out a damn Cody cutter. Law trying to rally, get the fans here in the arena behind him. Law trying to get back to his feet here. Gonna throw Dozer off the ropes here. Huge clothesline. Another huge clothesline here. Law rallying back here. Big boot from from the Law of the Land into the pinfall. 1, 2, and another near fall. And again, the Law of the Land has to be wondered what he's got to do to put away Dozer as he has him hooked for the long arm of the law. No, Dozer able to slide through and grab him. And there's the Mac 50. Goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Dozer gets the pinfall over a game Captain Law. And ladies and gentlemen, speculation could be made whether this would have been the same result had these two faced off in that King of the Mountain matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in here on the Critical Backyard Wrestling channel for yet another edition of CBW Shakedown. And we'll see you all in the next one.